Hello! Welcome to Assembled. Oh, I need to get up here. Season 3, episode 7?
Yes, episode 7. It is the second to last episode for this season.
So next Monday's the last one, then we take a break for Labor Day.
Yep.
Oh, everybody gonna take a break for Labor Day? Gonna go do something fun?
Yeah, go take a weekend off.
Did you go to the fair this weekend?
We did.
It was so hot.
You know I did. I posted the ice cream
I know,
potato.
she posted it. Oh my gosh. We have this thing called the Idaho potato here at our county fair. And it's a big scoop of vanilla ice cream that is shaped like a potato, and it's rolled in cocoa powder, and it's split down the middle like a baked potato.
And it has chocolate sauce and whipped cream and crushed up Oreos and peanuts.
So she tortured me. She sent me a picture of the baked potato, and I was like, It probably melted before you had a chance to enjoy it.
No, I ate the whole thing.
It is the hardest.
I had brain freeze like crazy.
It is the hardest of hardest ice creams. I don't know how they do it. It's crazy.
It's deep frozen.
Yeah,
so
for sure.
But it's so good.
What are we going to do?
Well, today we're using the Geek Chic.
Are you kidding me?
Stamp set. So this is one that I had from Showcase, so it is not indexed on the back. But
you know I can't stamp with those.
You're gonna have to figure it out. It's actually a fun set. I was really surprised because this wasn't one that I necessarily thought was going to be a lot of fun to play with. But I really enjoyed it when I started playing with it. So,
okay,
we're going to use that one today.
So our inner geek has to come out.
Yeah, and it's cards today. Our card fronts are actual A2 size because we have been doing just card fronts, so I just cut them straight A2 with it.
So we can't mount it.
Well, you can. You just have to trim it down.
You still have to trim it myself. So what she's saying is she forgot to trim it.
No, I didn't actually. I have a stack of A2 that I just...
Oh, do you pre-cut them so you have it to go? Twine.
Okay.
Okay. Look, it doesn't matter if the wind blows. My dog won't get him at your house.
Yeah.
Where's your new kitty?
Out. He's into everything. He's at that stage where he's into everything and he bites. So he's out.
Embossing powder.
Yay!
Sarah's favorite thing. Now do we have to draw a heat tool?
No.
Embossing folders.
Okay.
Oh gosh. Which ones do you have?
If you pull modeling paste, this is going to get really interesting.
Extra set of stamps.
Okay.
Woohoo!
Okay, this could be...
So, this might be fun. So, we have an extra set of stamps, embossing folders, embossing powder, and twine.
Okay. Now I have to look at this.
What do I want to emboss?
Well, you know I picked this just because of this one stamp for you.
It's all geek to me. It's not. I'm Greek, so it's all Greek to me, so she makes fun of me. It's all geek to me. It's all geek to me.
Actually, you've got a couple of boys that might like
my
some
kids
of this
aren't
stuff.
Nerds. Much. Actually, my husband. Oh my God.
Yeah, your husband would definitely.
Yes. Okay, so let's do something fun.
Okay.
Let's do something fun. Here we go. I would like to have... Do you have a preference? What are you going to use?
I don't know. I'm still thinking.
I think I'll use this one. I'm going to use this one. But you're going to use one you haven't even opened.
Yeah. I'm going to use one that's a bloom benefit.
Can I have some black embossing powder? Were you going to use black?
No.
Let me guess, you're going to use rose gold. Shocking.
No, actually. I'm going to use regular gold.
Okay, and then...
Twine is over in the basket over here.
Twine. I don't even know what color I'm going to use. Is this... What color is this? Is this the...
That's the fresh sage.
Fresh sage. Okay, I'll use this. And do you have the paper that matches it? The fresh sage paper? Okay.
Somewhere over here.
Okay. Yep. Okay. I don't know what I'm going to need, so I'll just take some of these. All right, guys, I'm going to turn you around. We're going to get started.
Okay, and I need twine. but Becky's in the way.
I'm moving. I'm moving as fast as I can.
Okay. Let me get you flipped. Hello, Stephanie. Hello, Janet.
How do you know what the heck
Let
these
me.
things say? So give it to me. Where's that big one at?
Okay.
Where's the one that says? Oh.
You having trouble, Becky?
Yes, because they don't have any stickers on them. I'm not the, brightest.
You lie too.
Okay. Oh.
Okay.
Laura, yes, you can watch them later. You will find them on my Eagle, Idaho Facebook page, and you will find Sarah's on her Much Love Sarah Facebook page. Pam, that's cute. Those little eyes.
We're going to use the graduated dots here.
Okay. I have zero idea.
And we're going to go
what we're going to do.
with lots of dots today. But we're going to use a green. Let me see if I can find.
1, 2, 3.
So we're going to go with electric lime. Of course, I cannot get this on here straight in the process.
Something green. So I think I'll do this and then toss a piece of this. Right here. Ooh, look, we get to be the first one to use her twine. And then,
okay, I want to make sure this is really inky because I want it to show.
let's just jump in because, surprise, surprise, we have no idea what we're doing.
Going to
So if we're going to use that, I need
lay that on there, and then I taped my grid paper down.
Okay, let me cut.
So guess what's getting pulled up today? Okay.
Okay,
So I'm pulling up the one side so I can just put that over the top just to make sure any edges, if I missed getting the paper over the top, I don't get this on my hands.
Diamond netting embossing folder, I think.
Okay. And there is that. And we are going to trim that down in the end. So I'm going to grab a piece of black licorice cardstock and let me grab the trimmer. So I'm going to cut this first in half. And I'm going to use one piece as my card front. So we're going to do that, and then we're going to cut this down too. So I want this down by a 1/4 of an inch, so I'm going to cut that. And then we're going to cut an 1/8 of an inch off both sides. This is one of the reasons why with the background stamps I like to stamp first and then go back and do my trimming.
I'm going to do about 1 1/4 inches and then some of this.
Because that gives me the chance to make adjustments however I need to based on like where I hit the stamp, if like I was a little off on one side compared to the other. Okay. So now we've got, it's like I need a new trimmer blade there.
Okay, so
uh-oh, Becky's getting a phone call.
yeah, I'm sorry about that, you guys. I don't know how that comes through when it's on Do Not Disturb. That's interesting.
So, okay. So that's going to be there. And then I'm going to cut another piece down. And I'm going to cut, basically I'm taking that other piece, that's the other 1/4 of a card sheet, and I'm going to cut that in half. So I have a mount for that. And then I'm going to emboss it using the embossing folder. So this is the Tiny Dot embossing folder. This is going to be available as a Bloom benefit, so it's going to be free with a $75 order or more. You can pick this as one of the frees.
Together and see if it gives me any great ideas.
Okay, so just double checking that that is sized the way that I want it, and then I am going to run this through embossing.
Oh my gosh. How hard can it be?
You struggling today?
I'm struggling with my glue of all things. Okay, may I please borrow your clear pigment ink and an embossing tray? Thank you. Oh, an embossing tray. Here we come. This is a fancy one, guys. Take a look at this. Woohoo! Thank you. Coffee filter.
I have the embossing tray, but it's usually easier with the coffee filter for the embossing powder.
That's funny. Probably it is. I agree.
So, okay. So now we're kind of going dot on dot on dot here
and
with that.
Put it in the
Okay.
clear pigment ink.
And then I am going to,
I think I'm just going to cut these out. So I'm going to do this
on this
first.
piece, I'm going to do my heat embossing.
I can't even see where I was. Which is why I'm going to cut them out, because I can't see where they are on this until
Are you done with the clear embossing powder? Or pigment ink, sorry.
yes.
Embossing powder. I had clear right. Okay. So you know what? This, because this is so dark and I don't want to get the powder anywhere. This is the colorless pan pastel.
I think we're good.
And I have a pad that's just dedicated to that. I'm just going to put a really light coat on this black.
Okay,
This is so that the embossing powder is not going to stick where I don't stamp. Not going to go all the way.
Long cord, so I'm going to do it right here.
Okay, so I do that.
Watching this melt, I absolutely think it's so cool.
So this is like a little heart-shaped circuit. So we're going to use gold embossing on it. And with the coffee filter, just clean up the powder, easy as can be. And you can actually use the filter for multiple colors, just flip it inside out. So now, let me see if she's done with the heat tool, then I can go ahead and do mine.
There you go.
Okay, so I have shown this before. I start when I'm using my heat tool on the back side of my image and then move to the front just to make sure everything's smoothed out. I am going to turn the mic off while I do this just so it's not super loud while I'm doing it, but you'll be able to see what I'm doing. So when you're using the heat gun, the back and forth, like on the back side of the paper and the front side of the paper, that'll actually help keep your paper balanced, because it'll start to curl just a little bit because of the heat, which is fine. It's just if you go back and forth, kind of balances it out just a little bit.
This is cute with these little pins in it.
So now we're just fussy cutting out this little heart circuit.
It actually has some cute pieces to it.
Okay, so we got that. Now I'm going to need a sentiment, and I want to
hit this with the heat tool one more time.
I think I'm going to go ahead and use this and stamp in black licorice on that.
Good thing I saw that before I rubbed all the powder off. So if you don't have a die to cut these out, then you just create your own little rounded corners and cut it out yourself.
Okay, so it's a little hard. Right, so I chose the sentiment, let's be awkward together. And I'm just trying to line it up so I can see. Okay, pray for straight lines, pray for straight lines. We're pretty close, yay!
My paper. So that's the side that we're going to...
So I'm just going to...
We found that out.
She has the trimmer, so I'm just cutting that. Then I'm going to cut a little bit of an angle there.
So I'm going to put this on.
So we're going to start, I'm going to put my twine on. I have a tendency to pull a lot of twine when I'm doing stuff because it gives me fiddle room with everything. So you notice I had cut this a little long so that I could put this twine around it.
Talk about under the gun. It's this one. I'm having trouble with my glue and my cutting of all things. What is wrong with your paper cutter? It's eating my paper.
I think the blade needs to be switched out.
Oh, well, why don't you let me finish using that dull blade? Okay.
Okay, so got that. Just gonna trim the ends. And time to start assembling. So we're going to go ahead, put a little adhesive on here and add that.
I'll tie this up. First time.
Okay, and then that's going to go right in the center.
I'm going to separate these a little bit and make this one a little bit longer. And this side a little bit longer.
Okay, and then foam squares.
Do you have a corner rounder?
I do. It's in the punches drawer.
Punches. Alright, so I'm going to use this little corner rounder right
So what I'm doing is I'm leaving this side without a foam square because I'm actually going to layer it just slightly over the top of the heart to make it fit across. So
I need something to color them with. This is so boring.
I'm almost done.
What? I'm not.
I'm warning you to move faster.
I'm moving faster.
Okay.
Can I have something to color with? Can I redraw for a pencil?
Or pan pastel or
anything at this point.
Well, you know, there's all these sponges that go with the ink. You could actually ink something.
Oh, now that I have them all glued down, you dirty dog. Okay, so now I need a piece of black.
Okay, where am I going to put this? I like that kind of little off kilter. And now I'm looking at it and I'm kind of actually thinking, do you know what I need? I got it. I got it. Okay.
Okay, and then
I'm adding to mine, so
do these corners.
we're going to come back here. Where'd I put my heart?
Put this on here. Boy, there's some old-fashioned stamping right there. Rounded corners on two sides and a strip down the left.
Okay. We're just adding a little bit here because I think this needs a second.
Okay, guys. Okay, here we go. Let's put this guy together
Okay.
and be done.
Heat gun. She stole my heat gun. Okay, hang on.
Maybe you are
Okay.
listening while you're driving instead of watching. Put all this stuff away. Margaret, I'm working while I listen. So, funny. Right. Okay.
So you guys do realize
Stephanie,
I'm
hey,
using
I
a
did it by
color
myself
that she
this
would
week.
never use too.
Woohoo!
So
Stephanie was great help to me on my back to school one last week. It's always good to have a little help
we're going to
occasionally.
put a little liquid glue because this is going to make it easier for me to
Okay,
slide it
so
into
This
place.
is boring waiting
And
for
then we're
her to
going
get done.
to
Holy cow.
Slide
Come on,
that
Sarah.
in.
Look, I'm almost cleaned up.
Okay, what do you think? I've got embossing powder, embossing folder, stamp, and twine.
You have everything for this
So
one too,
hang
Stephanie?
on just
Oh,
one
that's
second
funny.
and I will get you switched around.
Okay,
And make sure I hit the switch this camera side instead of the stop button this time.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Okay.
There we are. Okay, and my big finger. Those lights are so hot.
They're really
They're
hot.
really hot.
So
I'm gonna have to strip here shortly.
you should have seen.
How do I keep getting on mute? Okay, I don't know how that's happening, guys. My apologies.
Oh, it's probably when you're clamping it in or something.
Probably, because, you know.
Okay, so that day that I was doing the cookies, I was waiting for the sugar to start melting on the
Because
cookies.
of the lamps?
Because it was
I
so
know.
hot.
I know. Did you guys see her video where she was stamping on cookies? You have to go back and find that. She did a Facebook Live on how to stamp on cookies. They're absolutely stunningly gorgeous.
It was August 1st, so.
Okay. Oh my gosh, so different.
Oh yeah.
How did you get that?
The graduated dots background stamps that you never ever remember we
I
have.
can never remember that we have it. That's pretty. I mean, it's not as good as mine, but you know, whatever. Mine's a fan at this moment. Woo, Lord. All right, guys. As always, it is your turn to decide who made best use of the products that we drew this week. We had to use an extra set of stamps, an embossing folder,
Embossing
powder, and twine, and I didn't use an extra set of stamps.
Cheater!
Well. All right, guys, leave it in the comment to let us know who you made the best
If you're watching
use.
on my page, then go ahead and head on over to Inking Idaho, and you can watch on Becky's page. If you're watching on Becky's page, you can go ahead and head on over to Much Love Sarah and watch on my page.
Yes.
Both of us, just hit the search bar at the top. Type in
And
Much
it'll
Love
be
Sarah
right
or
there.
Inking Idaho.
Yep,
It'll be
both of
right
them.
there.
And if you like this and you enjoy this, please share it with your friends.
Yeah, and don't forget to like our pages and stuff so you can see all the other stuff we do too, because we
That's
do
right.
cards all the time.
All the time. All the time.
We're both
right?
very crafty, so.
Imagine that. All right, guys, you have a great week, and we will see you Monday. Bye-bye.
Bye.